What's up, my fellow alcoholics, and welcome to the channel. And in this video we'll be going over the legendary AK-47, and also we'll be going over the conversions, the two conversions that you can make for this gun, being the AK-74U for the SMGs and the LMG, the RPK setup as well. So without further ado, let's get right into not only my personal loadout for the AK-47, this AK-74U, and the RPK, but also the whole conversion and everything you need. So getting into the AK-47, my personal loadout for the barrel, I ran the Spetsnaz Elite for the damage over range and the bullet velocity. Plus I also had the steel curtain variant, so it kind of keeps the variant look also, so it's pretty cool looking. For the optic, I went with red dots and holographics, but it's your choice amongst them. And for the stock, I went for the FSS close quarter stock, although you can run the skeleton stock for all of its pros and only one con, both actually helping with ADS time, so definitely one or the other, it's personal choice at that point. For the grip, I ran the stippled grip tape for the ADS and the sprint to fire speed, and for the underbarrel I ran the Merc foregrip for the recoil control and the hip fire accuracy. So all in all, when you'll see right now or in a few moments with the wall testing, the gun is heavy on vertical recoil, so a lot of recoil control attachments will definitely help the gun out, and it'll help you stay on target a lot easier. As for the AK-74U conversion, for the barrel, you have to run the 8.1 compact barrel, which will give you the ADS speed and your movement speed, and it also gives it that SMG look. For the stock, I run the skeleton stock for this. You can run the no stock, which helps a lot for your movement and ADS, but you actually lose a lot of recoil control, so definitely go for the skeleton stock in my personal opinion. And as for the grip, I went with the stippled grip tape for the sprint to fire speed and the ADS speed, which helps out a lot when you're rushing. And then this was what makes the conversion all together. It brings it all together and makes it the whole different changes. The 5.45 by 39 millimeter 30 round mag, which gives you higher fire rate and your aiming control, or your aiming recoil control. Only when you aim with that is when it helps. And then definitely for the underbarrel, I ran the Merc foregrip for the recoil control and the hip fire, although you can use the laser sights in place of the underbarrel, but it's personal, opinion, personal choice at that point. But that's how you make the AK-74U. And then right now, going to the conversion to make it the RPK. For the barrel, you want the 23-inch RPK barrel for damage over range, bullet velocity, and your recoil control. For the stock, I went with the close quarter stock just to help with the ADS time, although the better stock for it would be the skeleton stock. For the stippled grip tape, that's most key for that ADS time, because you do lose ADS time with that long barrel, so definitely use that for your grip. And then to make the conversion complete, you get the 75 round drum mags of the 7.62 rounds for the gun. And then for the underbarrel, you can use the bipod or you can use the Merc foregrip, depending on your gameplay style. The bipod would be more or less for you to lay back, lay down, go prone, or crouch and just lay some fire down a long range and start destroying teams as they move from position to position. So, but anyway, that's the RPK. And all in all, my personal opinion for the AK-47, I'll try to keep it short and sweet. It's one of my two most favorite guns in the game, my other gun being the SCAR, simply because both of these actual guns put out so much damage, and their damage over range is great too, but their recoil and their ADS times can use a little help. So definitely you want to go for attachments that help out your ADS time, and also attachments that helps out your recoil control, because hitting targets at longer ranges for this gun, it can prove a little difficult because of its recoil, but because of its damage output, it kind of seems like it's easy, so to speak. And then throwing stopping power rounds on this gun, on this particular gun, and with the SCAR itself, it just makes these guns melt, man. So definitely try to run stopping power, especially in those ground war modes when you have to take shots at long ranges and everything like that, and it definitely helps out a lot, especially scoring a headshot too. But I did also mix in some AK-74U gameplay, as you see right here, just to give you a little taste of what it's like to run around with that. I would mostly use it on Karst, simply because the other two maps are a little too much open for ground war. I know we do have another map coming out soon called Port, and I'm looking forward to running or learning how to run guns on that particular ground war map. So definitely look out for videos on that one and live streams. But all in all, I have a lot of fun using the AK. The AK, like I called it, the legendary AK, it's been in Call of Duty games since the beginning, and it always will be in Call of Duty games, whether it's a different variant or different name, a futuristic version. It's always going to be in Call of Duty. You can't have a Call of Duty game without an AK, or you can call it an AM for that matter. But definitely is a fun gun, like I said. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell also to get up to date with new uploads and new streams. And in the comment section down below, I just would like to know how is it that you guys run these loadouts. If you use different barrels, if you don't use any barrels, different grips, you name it, throw it down there, because I'm interested to try other people's loadouts and see if I can give my 2 cents on the loadout, also on how it feels and where its power positions can be, and its uses, its pros, its cons, and everything. I like to try to test stuff out because it's just, I'm a big guy on when it comes to challenges. I'm really big on challenges. So anywho, enjoy the rest of the video, and don't forget to look out for the next loadout that I'll be doing. I forgot I have to cover the Odin, so the Odin will be next, and then that should be it for the ARs. Being the last gun will be the M4, so definitely look out for those two videos coming soon in the future, and enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Activated! Oh my god, it's a 2-shot kill!
Stopping fire. This guy's way out there in the way.
Jesus Christ!
Damn it. They're up there.
Look at that fucking triple! Fuck! Damn it, there was one more. They're inside the house.